Welcome, my dear student. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today, I am going to talk about how to score good marks in English. And for the first time, I am going to give you some tips for the J.S.C exam 2020. You know, we are in the house now, no class, no school, and we are feeling now boring. To make you entertain and learn something new, tips and techniques, I am going to tell or going to show some new ideas or new techniques how you score good mark in English, especially the J.S.C examinee who are going to appear exam 2020. Now, come to the point, my dear student. We know, especially the J.S.C exam 2020 will be held English subject only 100 mark, and here I write the mark distributions of English. First of all, in English, we have three parts. We have to face three parts in the question. First part, part A, scene part. In the scene part, we have only 20 marks. We have only 20 marks. The distribution of marks here. Okay. First of all, 20 marks will come unit 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 3, 4 and 8 unit will not be appeared in the exam. For the losing the pressure of the student, the NCTB just omit or just suspended 3 unit 3, 4 and 8. Only if we see here the scene part, the first question will be MCQ, multiple choice question. Okay, MCQ, the mark of MCQ will be 7, and you know the student of J.S.C exam will face 4 vocabulary question in the MCQ part. There are 7 questions, but 4 will come from vocabulary type. Suppose, what do you mean by Nokshikata? Here, kata means what? Like that, a synonymous question will come 4, and then knowledge-based question will come 3, and total 7 question will come in the MCQ part. And I will show you how you write your MCQ answer in the later part. Okay, and then you have to face or you have to write or give answer of the questions. There will be a scene passage, and on the basis of scene passage, you have to write answer of the short questions. The mark will be 8, and you have to answer of the question only 4, and every question have 2 marks. The question will come. The first of all, the question may be remembering part or only short question, and then the question will be analyzing or understanding, and then analyzing or evaluating part, and total question will come 4. Okay, and then in question 3 there will be a gap filling activities based on the scene passage. Based on the scene passage, the passage will passage from your books or textbook. They will just give the gaps, and you will have to fill the gaps, and there will be mark only 5. And this is all about the part A or scene part. Okay, my dear student, now I will show you how you write MCQ questions in your answer script. When student we see there are some in Bangla hoja borolo or the answer script are not cleaned or are not well furnished. So to make fruitful or to make your answer script understandable, reliable to the examiner, you may start your answering question like this. Answer to the Q question number 1. Okay, my dear student, now I am telling you how you start your answer. At first, you may write in the answer script answer to the question number 1, or you may like answer number 1, or you may write answer question number 1, or one. Okay, my dear student, look, now I am going to tell you how you start your answer in the answer script. Suppose you are going to write the answer of question number 1, so you may write in your answer script like this: answer to the question number 1, or you may write answer number 1, or you can write answer question number 1, or you may also write one answer like this. Okay, and then you start your answer. Suppose you have 7 MCQ in your question number 1, so you are just writing the answer A, B, C, D, E, F, G like this. Okay, so when we see some answer script, our student write this way: A, answer, and then they write 1, 4. I think here answer is no need. Already you write answer to the question number 1. So again you don't need to write answer like this. You may write here like this: A, 1, 4. Look, A, 1, 4. And you may underline the word or not. And then like this: B. Suppose the answer the answer of the question may be 2, reach. And here look, in C, I just only write nice. I don't mention the Roman number of the word. The Roman number of the word. Okay, look, if you write only word, you may face plenty of mark. Then examiner may give you only half mark if you don't mention the Roman number. But if you mention the Roman number only, no word, you may get full mark. So I think if you have no time when you are writing your answers, suppose you have no time, only 5 minutes in your hand, so what do you do? Then you only just write A, Roman 1, B, Roman 2, C like this. Only Roman number you can mention here, and I think examiner will give you the full mark. But if you mention only word, no Roman number, then you may face plenty if examiner want. So a student should be aware when they arrange their answer in the answer script. And here I also write some clues: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I again strongly requested my dear student. I strongly request my dear student, please don't try to write your answer like this, because suppose A and B, when with the examiner, uh, um, just look out your answer script. We see A, we think it is B, but it is C. So for this you may face plenty, and examiner may agree with you. So first of all, to get good marks, your answer script should be reliable and should be enthusiastic to the examiner. If the examiner feel good, yes, the student write in a right order or nicely, then you will get good mark. But if the examiner feel any disturb when he or she look out your answer script, then he feel bored, then he may give you plenty for your wrong order of answering the question. But if you like, if you write your answer A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it may be good, or you can get number, but it would be better. I again say, if you write like this, you must give marks. An examiner are bound to give you the marks, but if you get the good attraction, good attention to the examiner, I strongly requested you to please write this sequentially. Then you will get good marks. Again, the the system of this answering this question like this, there are some wrong things or wrong ideas. Suppose you may write here nice, and at the end of the exam you understand that the word nice is not the correct answer of the question, so you just cut the word, and again you suppose you write here people, and after writing this you again think that yes, people, the word people is not the right answer here, so you have no space to write another word here. But if you write like this, if you any wrong word, you think that the poor is wrong, then you can write here another word, you can write another word, you can write here another word, you can write here another. That means you have got enough space to write your correct word. But if you write your answer like this, your space will be shortened or limited, so you cannot write your correct answer when you make any mistake. So, my dear student, I again strongly request you, please write your answer like this: A, B, C, D, E, F, G sequentially. Okay. Okay, my dear student, now I am going to show you how you start your question number 2. You know, in J.S.C exam, we have 4 short question in number question 2. Suppose like A, B, C, D. So when you going to start answer of the question of this question, you have to read out the questions so carefully. And first of all, I want to request you, please and please, my dear student, you must read the scene passage very carefully. If you may take enough time, suppose to read the scene passage, you take 10 minutes or 20 minutes, but if you understand the passage, or if you understand the meaning of the passage, it will be easy for you to write the answer of the question so fluently, so correctly, and so easily. So there is a bad notion to our student that read out the passage is nothing but the wastage of our time. In Bangla, passage পড়া মানে সময়ের অপচয় ছাড়া কিছুই নয়. It's totally a wrong idea. I think if you understand the passage, you can easily write your answers fluently, easily, and correctly. So I again request you, please read out the scene passage, given scene passage so carefully when you are going to write the answer of the questions. So when you write answer of the questions, you can easily get the answer, or you will easily get the line where the answer is. Okay. Now you just write here answer to the question number 2. So again here, after writing A, you need not necessary to write answer. Okay, you just start your answer. Suppose the question is what does he wants. So you may start your answer he wants, and then you fulfill your desired answer. But remember, my dear student, with the examiner, first of all see that you grammatically start your answers or not. Suppose in interrogative question, when we see after WH question do, did, does, we see that the student whether writes his answer correctly or not. When does mention any question, the answer will be then adding s or yes with the principal verb. Here he wants. The does will be omit, and s or yes will be add with one or wants. Okay. But if you start your answer he want, then if examiner want, he will give you 0 mark, because you are grammatically wrong. Your answer should answer like start like he wants. He wants. If you write he want, then if examiner want, he will give you 0. Then when did the name Lokshikata become popular? Here did. Here did give you the idea that yes, if you want to start your answer, you must omit your did, but your principal verb become will be became. Suppose the name Nokshikata became here. For did, I write here became. So if you don't write became or you write become, then the answer will grammatically wrong. So here examiner will also may plant you. And then what do you want? Here you first of all you have to remember, or you have to always remember that when you is used in any interrogative question, the answer will start with I. The answer will start with I, and then do omit and only one want. I want. So there is no need to add s or yes or wanted. So if you write one, you will get full marks. If you write once or wanted, you will get 0 mark. Okay. And then what is your name? If you see any auxiliary verb like am, is, are, was, were, you know, my dear student, I think you have the ideas of auxiliary verb. So is, have, to be verb, model auxiliary verb. So if any model auxiliary verb or auxiliary verb or to be verb or to have verb mentioned in the interrogative sentence, you have to put, or you have to replace the given auxiliary verb on the basis of the subject or on the basis of the object, which will be the subject here in the answer. And I think if you follow do, did, does, or can, could, am, is, are when you are going to write the answer of the questions, then I think you will get the good marks. Again, my dear student, suppose you have 2 marks in the question, answering questions, and the answer will be finished only 1 line. So what will you do? If you think that the answer will end only 1 line or only few words, so if you want, you may add some lines here related lines here after your exact answer. But remember, you must have to start your answer with the exact answer, not the, suppose, what is traffic jam? You may get the question, what is traffic jam? So you write that the traffic jam is a common problem in our country. So here is the mistake, that the question is what is traffic jam, and you start your answer, traffic jam is a common problem in our country. So the question wants what is traffic jam. So your answer will start like this: traffic jam is a jam. Traffic jam is a jam of long line vehicles, and then you can say, or you can write, it is a common problem in our country. I think you understand. So when you write any answer of the questions, you have to remember that exact answer will start first, then if you want, you can add another related lines of the with the questions. Okay, so and then we will now learn how we answer the question 3. Okay, my dear student, now we again come to the question number 3. Answer, you just like this answer to the question number 3, and in answer to the question number 3, or in question 3, you will get gap filling activities. Gap filling activities. So to get good marks in gap filling activities, you have to be cautious, or you have to be serious, or you have to know vocabulary, new vocabularies of the words. In the question number 3, you will get gaps without clue. There will be no clue in the gaps. So it is difficult. Sometimes it is difficult, and sometimes it will be easy, because the answer of the gap will be many or more. Suppose health is the condition of our body and mind. Here we easily can understand the word condition and mind. But if you face any difficulties, like you cannot write the word condition, but you can write the word situation. Similar word, condition and situation. So you can here write also situation. If you cannot write the word condition because you don't know the spelling of the word, so you can easily here write situation. And like this, body and mind. Suppose you don't know the spelling of the word mind, so you can here write soul. Like this, in the gap filling activities in question 3, you will get 5 gaps in the question, and the gap will be given from your seen passage. So to get or to score good marks in your gap filling activities without clue from question 3, you must have the idea of the whole passages in your textbook. If you have no ideas all the units of your textbooks, it will be difficult for you to answer or to submit your answer correctly, especially in the gap filling activities. So gap filling activities without clue is sometimes it is difficult if you have no idea of the passage, but if you have idea, you can easily write this using similar word. Using similar word, here you can easily write your answer in your own way. So I think gap filling activities is not an difficult task. If you try, you will score good marks in gap filling activities. And you just write your answer like this: CONDITION, and you may underline the word like this. You just write the only answer. Only you need not write the whole passage. When we see the answer script of our student, Some student write health is the condition of our body and mind, like this is he or she write the whole passage and give the answer. No, there is no need to write or reproduce the passage. You just only write the answer, because if you reproduce the passages, it will only waste your valuable time in your exam hall. If you reproduce the passage, you will not given the mark, full mark or extra mark for rewriting the passage. So why you write the passage or reproduce the passage in the exam script? So I strongly requested my student, or request my student, please you just write only the answer, no need to write the passage. So from today I only give you the ideas of part 1, scene passage. It will you will given 20 mark, and in scene passage you will get 3 questions MCQ, answering questions, short questions, and then gap filling activities. Inshallah, in my next class I will give you idea part B and then part 3. Until then, be good, safe and sound. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.